starting to notice something crazy about Shedeur Sanders in this Cleveland Browns offense, specifically the offensive line. I do want to go through and show you some of the good plays, and here's one of them right here, though. So we're going to be in a full slide of our offensive line. Essentially what that means is everybody on the line is going to be sliding in this direction, right? We're trying to sell the play fake to the left. We're going to pre-snap motion Harold Fannin over here as well, which is going to get this safety to now play in the midfield closed area. Now, as we motion Fannin, he's only selling the run, and then he's getting back out into the flats, okay? Route concept-wise, our tight end is going to take this outside corner. He's going to take him vertical. From there, we're going to be running a crosser, and I think you got Jerry Jeudy running like a hitch to the bottom side. So again, we're running a full slide of our offensive line to the left. We're selling the play fake. You see Fannin even sell it even more, right? So now we get 1, 2, 3, 4 guys kind of over committing more to the middle of the field. Again, this guy's taking away this outside corner. This guy's going to bite down on Shedeur, and we're going to leak Harold Fannin out to the second level, out of the flats, right? So boom, play fake, get the ball out early. The play works absolutely perfectly. Because Harold Fannin is such a good playmaker in space, he turns that into a touchdown. Now, like I said, there are some things happening among this offense that you guys just need to see. Okay, so we're going to break that down. Before we dive in, do me a big time favor, guys. Hit the like button if you want more Shedeur Sanders updates and breakdowns throughout the entirety of the year. But also, comment down below, do you think next season Shedeur Sanders will be the quarterback? But also, should he be the quarterback going into next season? Let me know. Obviously, we still got a couple of games left to play. But with that being said, let's dive into today's video. Alright, another play that we need to discuss. The defense is showing double mug, essentially really covering up that A gap. They're trying to show a ton of pressure. Route concept wise, we are going to be in a corner route. We're going to get a hitch route. We're going to get a corner route, hitch route. Again, these are probably maybe 5-10 yards down the field before they break. And then you're going to get this Texas or an angle route here out of the backfield with Quinshon Judkins. Now, because they're showing pressure, we want to be careful. I believe they get out of it, right? They immediately turn back and drop into their zones. But because they come out in double mug, you're going to see a couple of these guys turn around, turn away from the quarterback, and try to just sprint to their zone coverages. So as that happens, quarterbacks like Shedeur are starting to learn to take what the defense gives them. Because these guys are playing so off and trying to get to their zones quickly, we got to take what the defense gives us. So that's what he does right here, right? He checks it down to Quinshon, who just can't catch the ball. Bounces off his chest plate, interception. A lot of people said this was Shedeur's fault because it was slightly behind Quinshon. And, you know, it was slightly behind. But again, Quinshon's got to be ready for the ball right here. Ball should be coming to you right now. You've got the separation. Take what the defense gives you. You can end up picking an extra 5 yards up after it. Right here, he's not ready for it. Hits him in the chest plate. Becomes an interception. And people want to blame Shedeur Sanders for that one. Now, listen. That's got to be on Quinshon. I mean, again, hopefully he is okay. Hopefully he gets healthy ASAP. But this is the right read. I mean, maybe you have the hitch. Maybe you throw the hitch. But in my opinion, this is the most open thing on the field right now. And it would have been. Right? You would have picked up 5 yards off the catch. And then maybe he makes the guy miss in space. Maybe you get a big block from Fannin. This could have been a big pickup. That it's a pick. Another thing that's absolutely wild about this Cleveland Browns team right now, guys, is the play calling. I mean, dude, it is like they are terrified to do anything outside of a screen pass. I don't understand why. Well, I kind of do. The offensive line is horrendous, right? But it's not helping Shedeur develop as a quarterback, right? So, I mean, right here, we are going to just allow everybody into the backfield. 1, 2, 3. I mean, they got 4 guys in the backfield within a second. Obviously, it's a screen pass. But how is this supposed to help Shedeur as we allow these guys in through the gap where he's supposed to throw the ball? Right? So this almost gets intercepted. I just don't understand. Open up the playbook. I get the offensive line is terrible, but can we just stop running screens? I bet you every team understands that the Browns are going to throw 7 screens a game, 8 screens a game. It's not too difficult to read in the game. I mean, this probably should have been picked off. But again, it's not Shedeur's fault. What are we running here? Can we fix the playbook? Can we do something different? And even if this was completed, it's not open. Maybe it would have got open. But again, look at this guy adjusts to it. It's fix the playbook, man, please. Guys, really quickly, before we get any further, make sure you guys do me a big favor. Hit the like button, but most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. It is free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering Shedeur Sanders throughout the entirety of the year. Offense, defense, individual player breakdowns, whatever you guys want to see for the Cleveland Browns, but also Shedeur, right? More Shedeur breakdowns. We got you guys covered. Make sure you join the family and turn on your post notifications just so you're notified every time we do post these videos. But let's keep going. Alright, so here's another thing. This left tackle, man, he needs to be better, okay? He got demoralized all game long. I mean, if you guys told me to put a prediction, I would say this man was paid to lose, paid to struggle. Okay, obviously I'm kidding, but he just struggled, and we got to give credit. Greg Rousseau is a good player, and right here, they're going to be running this little stunt action where they send their interior guy to the inside shoulder of the guard as they stunt this guy around. The interior actually does a pretty solid job, but just take a look at this one-on-one matchup, right? This is what the Bills were hunting out all night long, these one-on-one matchups. Greg Rousseau is going to act like he's getting to the outside. All the weight gets shifted. He's already off balance. The dude has barely even made a move yet. He gets to the inside shoulder, and then boom, gets demoralized once again. Shedeur actually makes an unbelievable play. How does anyone think Shedeur has time to throw this ball? Look at 1, 2, 3, boom, back foot hits the ground. There's already pressure, right? He can't even go through a full drop without pressure showing up in his face. Like, what are you supposed to do? He actually ducks underneath this thing, takes off, and goes and picks up 13 yards on a scramble. Again, Shedeur has maybe half a second to get the ball out. If the ball's not already out, it's over. The play's over. Another play here, we come out in 12 personnel, essentially one running back in the backfield. You got 2 tight ends here top side. We're going to be on a chip and release off the top side with David Njoku. But I want to show you, our right guard and right tackle get demoralized once again to the point where I don't even understand how it happens. Watch our right tackle. As he engages contact, he goes and meets him, okay? That is something you do to give your quarterback more time, okay? Give your quarterback more time. So as we drop back, our route concept is pretty interesting too. We're going to have our tight end go leak and stop over the middle of the field. We're going to get this route up the seam, and then we're going to be running like this crosser over the middle with Jerry Jeudy, which actually does break open if we had time in the pocket. So again, you'll see David Njoku kind of leak out over the middle. He takes 1, 2, like 3 guys here, okay? So as we drop back, take a look at that right tackle again. Right tackle gets cooked. Gets cooked. I don't even understand how we meet him where? We meet him at the 45-yard line, okay? About a second later, he's already in the backfield. Already in the backfield. Now, if we had a split second more time, boom, right here, right? If we had a second more, look at what's about to break free. You have Isaiah Bond taking away that deep safety, and Jerry Jeudy is leaking wide open into the second level of this defense. We just don't have time to throw it, and maybe he could have threw it right here, but again, difficult throw on the run, trying to avoid the pressure. He does avoid it, picks up 6 yards. There are things breaking open. The offensive line is just terrible, man. I cannot believe it. And people want to blame Shedeur. I understand that everything is going to come on the quarterback. Pause. Everything is going to be blamed on the quarterback. But I promise you, you put a good offensive line around this dude. He has the accuracy of anyone else in this draft class. Maybe the best. Get him a good offensive line, please. Here's another play. I just don't understand the concept, okay? So they're going to be in a full slide. Everyone is kind of sliding off in this direction, and that is normal. That is something you see a ton, right? But what you don't see is the team out of 13 personnel, by the way. And I'll give you an example. The Bears, for example, what they'll do in these full slide situations, just to make sure their quarterback doesn't get absolutely nailed, is they will send, whether it's a tight end or it's a guard, okay? This is what we call slide side. Everyone's sliding to the left, but your man side's wide open, right? You'll be on a chip and release into the flats, sure. But ultimately, they're going to be a free rusher off the edge, okay? Now, you see this extra tight end or whatever he is, defensive, I don't know what that guy is. Either way, no one helps the man side? Nobody. So now you get a free rusher off the bat. What is the concept here? Are we trying to give Shedeur time in the pocket, or are we trying to get him sacked? What is the plan? I don't get it. I don't understand the plan. Maybe, was he supposed to hand the ball off here? I have no clue. But he's got to make that first guy miss, right? And now, at this point, what are we supposed to do? Nothing's even really open. The playbook is horrendous. I don't know what they need to do, but it's not this. He ends up picking up 16 yards on this play. Now, guess what would fix this? If they pulled this guy over here to guard this, whoa, now all of a sudden we got some time. Now we got some time, boys. Right? We might be able to hit that. We might be able to hit this. We might be able to hit this. Even if we hit that, right, we lead him here, he gets up the side. Right? But nope, we got zero time. Zero. Week 14 of the NFL season is officially here, and I am super excited because I wanted to share my picks with you for this weekend's slate of games. I've been using the Sleeper app. They are amazing. Their odds are amazing. Everything about them is super amazing. First of all, if you use my code DUBS, you're going to get a 100% match up to $100, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 to use, which is insane. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50, right? It's so easy. I would sign up just for that alone, just for the extra play bonuses, right? But this is my pick for this weekend. Okay, Joe Burrow, 1 passing touchdown versus Buffalo. I could see this being a high-scoring game. I like this. I don't think it's gonna be too difficult to get that. Jamar Chase is coming off a rough week. I think he's gonna have a big day, but I only have 50 yards. I feel like that's simple. That could be just one catch for a guy like Jamar Chase versus Buffalo. Again, high-scoring game. JSN versus Atlanta. JSN had a terrible week last week. He's going to bounce back. We all know it. Rashee Rice, 50 yards versus Houston. Listen, Kansas City cannot lose this game. If they lose this game, season is over. Season is wraps. Out the window. They need to win this game. Rashee Rice is their best playmaker. He's going to get the ball. Bucky Irving, right? Second game back versus the Saints. I think they could run up the score versus New Orleans, and I think Bucky will score at least 1 touchdown. I have 30 to win 90. I think this is fair. I don't think it's too bad. Let me know what you guys think. And again, use promo code DUBS, right? Use promo code DUBS. You'll get a 100% match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. And see Sleeper's terms of use for details. It's currently operational in about 25 states. So make sure you guys check out Sleeper today. Another one that's really interesting. This one is Shedeur's fault, I will say, because you don't need to throw this ball. We're going to be working, and this time they do it. By the way, go back to the other play. Remember I said no one pulls over, no one protects the man side? Thank you. Maybe they listen on this play, right? Harold Fannin picks up the man side. Oh, look at that. Now we've got protection. Now we've got time. Now what messes up here off the play fake, slides to the left, right, is Malachi Corley gets bumped off the line. He is supposed to be running this shallow, okay? He's supposed to be running this shallow as this guy gets behind him. The reason you're supposed to be running the shallow is it makes this guy make a decision. Now, watch what ends up happening. He gets chipped off the line. Instead of staying down, he goes up. Now, what does that do? What does that do, right? It moves this backer to the middle. Right now, he's playing kind of both. But if he were to, let's say, stay on the line, this guy would have to make a decision. Are you going to bite up on it or are you going to drop back? Someone's going to be open. But since these routes are literally at the same point, it doesn't make sense to throw this ball. Right? Now, at this point, Shedeur Sanders, everything's messed up. Everything's messed up here. These guys are playing literally the same point in the field. Shedeur does not need to throw this ball. It doesn't make sense to throw this ball. He's throwing here. It's not there. It's not there. I maybe would have been happier if Harold Fannin's completely open, but like it's in the backfield. It would be a backwards pass. There's just not much here because the route concept just doesn't really make sense. We needed him to play this way more shallow, way more to the line of scrimmage. Because if he does, he's wide open. Right here, wide open. Like if he's right here, wide open. And makes that guy makes it. There's nothing there, man. Nothing there. Forces it. Throws the interception. You cannot throw that ball. At the very least, just throw it away, I guess. All right, here we go. Offensive line is in a 4-man slide off to the right. We're going to get one-on-one to the left. Running back's going to pick up the B gap with number 8 blitzing the quarterback here. Watch your left tackle. Watch this left tackle. Again, you got Greg Rousseau and basically like a wide 9 outside shoulder of the wide receiver. He's going to plant that left foot into the ground, shift all the weight to the inside, and then just demoralize the guy. I mean, pushes him back. And there's a difference. Look at how big this left tackle is. He's a big dude, but just gets beat. Just gets beat. Boom, toss to the side. Shedeur's got to roll outside the pocket. Let's see. Shedeur goes to a 1, 2, 3. Boom. Once the back foot hits the ground, there's not much open. You might be able to take Harold Fannin. I wouldn't have minded him taking that, but it's not like it's wide open. It's got to be a perfect throw. Other than that, there's nothing really open. Our wide receiver still has yet to get out of this jam. I mean, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do here? And then by the time he goes to throw the ball to Isaiah Bond, who finally breaks release, boom, he's getting sacked. You tell me. Here's an interesting play. Once again, he gets sacked. I will say, though, I think Shedeur Sanders needs to get rid of the ball. So normally when defenses are sending blitzes, right, you want to throw the blitzing side ASAP because they lose a defender in that moment. They're down a guy. Right, so as we drop back, boom, they send 1, 2, 3. Linebacker gets out early, but if we're running this quick out with the go ball down here, throw this ball literally right away. Literally right away. Drop back. His problem here is he looks off to the left, which is fine if you have a hot read, but because they're blitzing, you got to throw the ball. You got to be quick, right? You should be able to turn and fire this ball over to Jerry Jeudy, take what the defense gives you, because in reality, this could be a 5-yard throw, but if you got a blocker up here, we turn and follow, it could be a 15-yard pickup, right? So you got to throw to the blitzing side, and before you know it, everything's, kind of bottled up here, and there's nothing there. Ends up getting sacked, is what it is. 2nd and 18, 11 personnel, 1 running back, 1 tight end. We're going to chip and release off our tight end. Everything else is vertical. You're going to see the left tackle get demoralized again by Greg Rousseau. Again, I think 2nd and 18, we want to get something deep, but you got to take what the defense gives you because you'll end up getting sacked. Right here, as we chip and release, our routes vertical are keeping these guys back, right? So these routes are getting these guys just to back up. So as we release here, the ball needs to come out. Not yet, but right now, ball needs to be released. Because again, you just never know with Harold Fannin. I mean, if he takes this to the inside, right, you might be able to pick up some yards here. Maybe not a first down, but close, right? So we got to get rid of this football. He doesn't. Greg Rousseau demoralized the tackle, and we end up getting intentional grounding back at the half-yard mark. And again, this left tackle just gets beat. Pushed back about 4 yards into the backside of Shedeur. Nothing really there. Outside of Harold Fannin, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. So, listen, is Shedeur playing great football? No. Is he playing good football? It's close, right? I think there's some really good plays, and then there's some really bad plays. But the majority of the bad plays are happening because of, A, bad offensive line play. This man doesn't have time to do anything. Also, wide receivers could be better in creating separation. And it feels like the playbook is also very bad. It feels like the playbook is nothing but quick screens and deep balls, which we don't have the offensive line to run any deep balls. I don't know, man. There's a lot of problems with this team. And I'm making this video to kind of show that it's not Shedeur's fault, right? I know a lot of the blame goes in the quarterback a lot of the time. But you can't put it on. It's not. It's a team. It's a team aspect. The offensive line needs to be better. Wide receivers need to create separation. Play calling needs to be overhauled. And Shedeur does need to improve on getting the ball out early. Take what they give you. So everyone needs to do some improving. Don't put it all on Shedeur. Guys, hit the like button. Subscribe. Join the family if you want more of these videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Should be soon. Peace.